The fair has come to town! Yes, up until approximately the 14th of April there is a great fair. The Beaches Fair have come to Woodford Park once again, and there are many great rides and waltzes, and the dance zone is now open as well. Lots of other great rides. There's burgers as well. Of course, candy floss. Great smell of candy floss floating throughout the field, and lots of other wonderful things. Smaller rides at the fair as well, and of course the Great Waltzer and the dance zone. Well, welcome along to this week's The Voice of Woodley. A couple of hellos, but of course, first of all, if you'd like to contact me, then please do on 077 3857 3812. That's 077 3857 3812. Of course, so hello and welcome along to this week's video. It is Friday the 5th of April year 2024 on this wonderful Friday evening. And now for some very special hellos. I'd like to say hello to Poppy and Priya. It's always wonderful to see you around. I hope I see a lot more of you. And hello to Poppy and Priya. Well, this year's Woodley Carnival will be here in just over 2 months, but before the carnival we have the Woodley Carnival Quiz taking place at the Oakwood Centre from 7 p.m. on Friday the 17th of May at the Oakwood Centre. That's the Woodley Carnival Quiz. The Rainbow Cafe at Christ Church will be opening from 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday the 16th of April. That's at Christ Church. Wild Church shall be making its return at St John the Evangelist Church from 4 p.m. Now on Sunday the 28th of April. Well, if you have any bits of information or anything you'd like to contribute to do with where I'm standing right now, Woodley Town Centre, the Woodley TCMI quarterly meeting will be taking place from 6 p.m. on the 17th of April at the Oakwood Centre. Also taking place at the Oakwood Centre, the Woodley and Early Arts Group are holding their art exhibition, and that is on the 12th and 13th of April at the Oakwood Centre. Another performance from a group using Woodley Theatre, Pirates of the Caribbean, shall be performed from the 16th of April up until the 20th of April from 7:30 p.m. at the Oakwood Centre. There'll be some live jazz by MG Music, and that will be performed on the 11th of May at the Oakwood Centre from 7:30 p.m. And then, of course, there'll be the D-Day celebrations just before this year's Woodley Carnival on Thursday, the 6th of June in the evening in Woodford Park. The Emmanuel Church will be holding their Taskmaster evening from 7 p.m. on the 27th of April at the Emmanuel Church. There'll be a great return of a great band at the Good Companions. The Loud Shirts shall be performing at the Good Companions on the 26th, Friday the 26th of April at the Good Companions, and I'm sure that they enjoyed their country and western eastern weekend at the Good Companions too. Sorry, it's getting a little bit cold here, so it's a bit difficult to read the braille. Yes, of course, it is just over 2 months until this year's Woodley Carnival on Saturday the 8th of June in Woodford Park. There should be a fly pass, the Merlin engine on the field. Of course, the fly pass can be enjoyed by everyone around Woodley. There'll be 4 great bands headlining. Ready or Not, who are well known in Woodley, shall be performing and headlining the evening. There'll be some great stalls. The arena is absolutely packed, and of course we'll be finishing off the whole day. Of course the fair, there'll be another fair at the carnival as well, and of course we'll be finishing off the entire Woodley Carnival with some great fireworks just after the headlining band Ready or Not in the evening. That's this year's Woodley Carnival on Saturday the 8th of June. Now to some events at Woodley Library. Get Arty is taking place on the 9th of April from 10:30 a.m. You do need to book. And Explore Learning, these are events for children, and that is taking place from 3:30 p.m. at the Woodley Library. Well, as I say, there's a fantastic fair. Beaches Fair have made their return to Woodford Park, and of course you've got the Waltzer, the Dance Zone, lots of other great rides and some great food as well, and of course candy floss. And that's the Beaches Fair at Woodford Park up until the 14th of April. so make sure you go along and enjoy the fair. Well, there was a great band on at the Checkers a couple of weeks ago, the Skanksters. They're great musicians, and they're a great band, and it sounds like you're listening to records when you're listening to them. They're a really great band. And of course, not too far from here at the Bosco Lounge, there'll be live music on Saturday the 13th of April and Saturday the 27th of April at the Bosco Lounge. Well, that's about it for the Voice of Woodley for this week. Of course, if you'd like to contact me, we've got a few hellos to say again after the contact information. But of course, if you'd like to contact me to do with anything to do with this week's Voice of Woodley or a future video, then you can do on 077 3857 3812. You can call or text. And of course, my very special hellos to Poppy and Priya. So hello to Poppy and Priya. And that's about it for the Voice of Woodley for this week. From me, Jack Wright. Goodbye for now.